Okay, thank you very much. It is a pleasure to be here. Whenever they talk about education, I feel like pumped. I'm very passionate about education. I am a language advocate, which means that I don't have any language barrier. I speak like 11 languages. But because I'm here in the United States, I usually use English for my lecture. I also speak French very fluently, which technically means that today we are going to just use French and English, okay? My name is Adoulaye Laziz Nchare. I grew up in Fumban in Cameroon. I went to the primary school over there, and then I finished my high school there in 1998, and then I moved to the University of Yaoundé, and I picked linguistics as a major. And I obtained a bachelor degree there in 2001, and then my master degree in 2003, and then the PhD in 2005. So when I finished, I was supposed to start teaching there as a lecturer, and then after 6 months, they didn't pay me, and then I got very frustrated. Because I am a man on the move, I don't waste time complaining about anything. So I went to the head of the department. I told him, this is not a satisfactory position for me. I am young, I'm 26. At this time, I don't want to get frustrated about my salary. So this is not something that I signed up for. Then I moved to the United States Embassy in Cameroon. And then I talked to the advisory there, education advisory. And they told me that there are many opportunities in the United States. I never believed them because one, my English was not good. And two, I was poor, okay? I didn't have any money to afford any university or colleges in the United States. But she gave me a booklet. From that booklet, I started writing letters to head of the departments here in the United States with my broken English. But I was very, very impressed that they were able to respond to me until I got a letter from Noam Chomsky, who is the father of generative grammar. And I challenged him on most of the principles he wrote in generative grammar. And he recommended me to 4 of his students. And then I started writing letters to them. And they urged me to send an application to New York University. That's the only university where I sent my application to. And I was very fortunate to obtain a full scholarship for 6 years. Then I didn't have money to pay for my air ticket. I wrote to the dean and told her point blank that this is a good opportunity, but I don't have my air ticket. She was kind enough to buy an air ticket for me in Cameroon. So they sent me the air ticket, and then I moved to the United States on August 2006. And I started the program in September of the same year. And on June 21st, 2011, I finished my dissertation. So I finished the program under 6 years. I graduated, and then I moved to Central University for my postdoc program on African origin project that you mentioned to me. So we worked there for 4 years. And in 2017, I was lucky to be hired as a lecturer at Central University, and I have been teaching there since. I also taught at Montclair State University, and then I'm now also working with the Graduate Center of City University of New York. So those are the places where I'm teaching, interacting with graduate students, working on language programs. I teach French. I also teach English to immigrant students who are transitioning between their programs and whatever program they decide to pick right here. But I was very fortunate to meet people who have been mentors to me. That's why I encourage people to get a sense of working with people who know the system. Because most of the time, we do not succeed not because we are stupid. We fail sometimes for not asking questions, and the right ones. So you may wonder how it was possible from a young immigrant like me, who is a francophone from Cameroon, to be successful under 5 years in a PhD program in a country where the language of instruction is English, okay? Maybe that's an aspect where I want to elaborate a little bit, because it is challenging to move from a majority community into a minority community while you are here in the United States. It is a tough decision to make, to be alone in a country where you don't know anybody. But I was lucky to succeed where no one expected me to do that. How do you do that? Number one, you have to count on yourself. And number two, you have to trust people, because sometimes we have issue of trusting people who do not look like us. When I came to the linguistic department, I was the only black student in the department from Africa. You know a lot of stereotypes going on about Africa. Is it true that you live on trees in Africa? Those kind of questions, you're gonna expect them, right? But you don't have to take that personally. That's ignorance. I used to take a joke on them. I would just reply that, yes, of course, I live on trees in Cameroon. I just rented my own tree to the ambassador of the United States back home so that he can have a place to stay, right? So that's the logic behind the insult, okay? So we were able to set up a wonderful program. They end up learning the African languages from me. They end up learning most of the stuff they were writing their dissertation on. And now I'm mentoring other students to work on African languages, which means that when you come here, reach out to people, trust them, get your network, be able to help other people, try to be open-minded, right? When you are open-minded, you will have a lot of information that will feed you to wherever you want to go. Also have a vision, right? Set the goals, and then also have a sense of time management. Because when you come here, it is a vibrant city, a lot of distraction. You may not always be at the right place, but if you have a vision, I'm confident that you could be able to succeed. So when I finished the program and then I moved to Central University, I was also lucky to find a wife. Now I have 2 kids with her.
Nice.
And then I also applied for green card. Okay, that's also something that I want to talk about, the green card. When you come here as a student, you're going to have the F1 visa, okay? Some people will rush trying to get the green card and screw up. Let me explain it to you. I'm not going to be like silent on this, because most of the people who come with student visa end up being deported for not following the rules, okay? So in my case, when I was coming, I have like 10 years window to finish my PhD, so I didn't have to stress out over a green card, okay? And in 2024, I won the lottery visa. Like
Lottery, okay.
I won that, but I went to the lawyer. He told me, hey, forget about it. You get a full scholarship, don't try to cheat the system, you're gonna screw up your chances here in the United States. And then I forgot about it. And then I met my wife, we got married, we applied for updating my status, and then I obtained a green card in 2017.
Nice.
And then down the road, someone convinced me to apply for citizenship. So on April 22nd, we are going to be swearing in. We are going to take the oath for naturalization. And that's, what I went through over 18 years. It doesn't mean that I didn't struggle, but we keep the positive vibe. No matter the stress, no matter the difficulty, let's always be positive, reaching out to people who can be supportive, like this place. I enjoy this place for whatever you are doing, and then I thank you for all the assistance that you are providing the immigrants, because it's difficult to transition from where we came from to make a life here in the United States. But education is the key, okay? Whether you are driving your cab, whether you are doing your hustle in New York City, always find a program to educate yourself. Because when you go to any public office, and you are your own advocate because you can speak English, they will understand your problem instead of going through people trying to guess what they are saying. Education is the key. Education is the key. That's what I'm going to stress on for this afternoon. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going to switch back to French. I thought that I said everything I had to say in English. Let's go back to French. Okay.